Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E, put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting this place. E&E, the shit that I claim, you dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. At first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business, starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
What if recording high-quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting record? With Riverside, it's just that.
You know, game 7. I had to go through it too. But after OKC, we'll talk about it more in depth.
Glitch the guarantee. E&E.
We're going to talk about
2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit.
I don't know why y'all acting
Northern Glitch. We cool niggas. This is the
Boogie Major.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we supposed to be sporting. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we laying in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office, yeah, it is that bullshit. Killing in vain is vanity. Do it again, it's insanity. Nauseous a real vigilante. Killing these kids is plan B. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Blowing on leaves in these planted trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Freaking the beat is it Japanese. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, how they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher with shit. Any clip where we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my
We on the
element.
rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rolling haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we laying in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfecting my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
A little bit up. It's your brother. Brother, dude. Y'all know we about to get through it, man. Y'all know we about to get straight to it, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. You know, and I know I was going to do this show last night, but like I said, y'all, man, it was the NBA Finals last night, man. You know, had to go watch that game. You feel me? Shout out to OKC for pulling off the dub. You understand? It's a beautiful thing, man. 2025 World Champs. Hey, man, it was a close game, close series. One of the most interesting in NBA history. And it was beautiful, man. Shout out to OKC. Shout out to Indianapolis, man. They did their thing. Right? They did their damn thing. Right? Shout out to the whole Indianapolis and all that. Right? I done showed y'all this scripture before. Right? Yeah. I done showed y'all this scripture right here before plenty of times, especially in reference to what we're discussing tonight. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Notice rumors is spelled O-U-R-S. This is why I tell y'all to study etymology. Notice that rumors is spelled with O-U-R-S instead of O-R-S. What's the difference between a rumor and a rumor? Right? A rumor is something that's spread that isn't based in fact at all. But rumor or rumor is telling of something definitely that's going to come to pass. Specifically, something that's going to affect a lot of people. A rumor is saying something that is absolutely going to happen. So understand the difference, man. All right? I just wanted to point that out because I know a lot of people probably was wondering why they differentiated the spelling like that, man. Right? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Everything that's going on now in the Middle East, in Africa, in the Southeast, or anywhere there's any type of conflict going on, please believe that it must come to pass. Meaning it's absolutely going to happen. Right? Everything that's going on now is meant to be going on right now. It has to go on right now. Right? And all y'all is wow, man. You know what I mean? This is why I tell y'all, everybody who voted for Trump, don't think you voted for a better person. Don't think you voted for somebody who actually has your best interest in heart or at heart and in mind. I hope y'all don't think y'all was electing somebody who's not already of the upper echelon crust of society. I hope y'all didn't think that y'all was voting one of us up in there. Donald Trump ain't one of us. He ain't like us. Just because he pardoned some niggas, that don't make him like us. Y'all fell for all that mess. I respect Donald Trump because he's always been who he's always been. And he's never tried to make himself be nothing that he is not. Anything that he isn't, he never tried to make himself be. Never. And what's crazy is, through popular politics, y'all can be somehow swayed to like somebody, not only whom you don't know, right? Not only somebody who you don't know, right, but somebody who ain't even got your best interest in mind at heart or in mind. Right? Chicks is funny, man. This is funny. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. This is why I waited to speak on this. XL Pro, what's happening, man? This is why I waited to speak on this. Y'all know I'm not one of them content creators that just jump on something as soon as it happens so I could be the first person. No. Right? I like to break things down and analyze things and do my due diligence and wait till more information comes out on the subject and topic before I decide to speak on it. Right? I encourage the rest of y'all to do the same. This water good as hell. Right? Be ye not troubled. Meaning, don't be worried about this stuff. Don't get scared. Don't get panicky. When I say you ain't got to worry about it, I mean, you ain't got no control over it. So why put energy into worrying about it? Just go and live your life, man. You ain't going to know the time or the day if an Iranian intercontinental ballistic missile was to smack wherever you at or anywhere close by. You don't know. So, I mean, I say all that to say, I'm not saying this is not something we should be concerned about. I'm not saying it's not something that we should be putting ourselves up on game about, paying attention to, discussing, talking about. I'm not saying any of that. But to be panicking, getting scary, oh, this and the man, fuck all that. Right? If y'all know anything about the military capabilities of the United States government, which is the most deadliest military on planet Earth, hands down, if y'all really think that an intercontinental ballistic missile of nuclear sorts would ever breach our borders without the U.S. military knowing about it, something wrong with you. And I'm going to leave that at that. We got to box cleverly with our language nowadays. Right? But the end is not yet. And it's kind of like that song from R.E.M. It's the end of the world as we know it. But pay attention to that last part of that song. As we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, but not in totality. Y'all got to understand what I'm saying. Y'all have to understand what is actually going on. Big regime change, big consolidation, big depopulation agenda. You did? And what's going on in actuality is so far beyond, right, what most of y'all are willing to accept as even possibly being true. Well, that's why y'all got guys like me to offer y'all a different perspective to look at these things from, in order, hopefully, to gain more over, inner, outer, extra standing. Right? Now, if everybody don't know, Trump, right, at the behest of his military advisors, Joint Chiefs, and other interests decided to drop a nuclear bomb, or should I say bomb, Iran's nuclear sites where they're producing their nuclear, I don't know if they're producing weapons. Is it weapons? Is it weapons? Are they making nuclear bombs? Like, just because somebody has a nuclear facility don't necessarily mean they're weaponizing their nuclear technology. And what's the difference between Iran having nuclear capability and China or Israel or the US or the Brits or whoever else has nuclear capability? Why can't Iran have nuclear technology? Why? Why, and why? Often I talk to y'all about an organization, right? Right. Often I talk to y'all about this organization right here. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all. Smash that like button, click on the go subscribe to the page. Right. I often talk to y'all about an organization, right, that was heavily involved with 9/11, right? And I often talk to y'all about this organization right here. The Project for a New American Century, which is a think tank organization made up of banking magnates, politicians, and leaders in finance and military intelligence as well. And the Project for a New American Century was a think tank organization that specified in regime change in other countries. What is regime change? Do your due diligence. Right? We ain't here to discuss that in depth right now. We're just speaking on something else, but referencing to this. Right? Now, as far as what's going on in Israel and Iran today, this organization right here, this group of guys, they're the ones responsible for it. The Project for a New American Century, right, at the behest of their leader, right, orchestrated by the likes of Donnie Rumsfeld, Mr. Pastry's John Bolton looking ass, Elliot Abrams, John Negroponte, John Kerry, Dick Cheney, George, I mean, the list just goes on and on, right? These guys came up with a contingency plan for the Middle East and Africa over the next 20 years, right? There was a general by the name of Wesley Clark, right? Who, upon finding out what the agenda was behind the New American Century, Project for the American Century, he was the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff at the time. Right? Right? Now let's see what Wesley Clark had to say about what's going on in Iran. But first, we're going to look back at this. We're going to take it back to the in a day, right? Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. How many of y'all know who Wesley Clark, General Wesley Clark, who at one point in time was the chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff? Basically the highest ranking military man in uniform, right? A few years ago, like around 9/11, he was interviewed, right? And this is what's happened. This is what he had to say. Smash that like button, click on the page, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and share it on your social engineering. Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all the meat and potatoes, man. Pause, man. Right? Let's go.
Right after 9/11, about 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me. And one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No." He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess
they laughing at this shit, man.
They don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And
it ain't got nothing to do with terrorists. Everything to do with regime change in order to rearrange global power structure to be set up for the smart grid. UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability. I want to say something real quick, y'all, before we I want to say all praises be to the Most High God, Yeshua Mashiach, for blessing me with the gift of discernment, unlike what most people have. And also for the gift of being able to see down the timeline how all of this fits together and where it's going. It's truly a gift, and I'm grateful and thankful for it. And I don't abuse it. I might misuse it at times, charge it to my head, not my heart, but I don't abuse it. I don't take advantage of people with it, although I could. This ain't in me, man. All right? Niquay, what's up, baby? Right? This is General Wesley Clark, ex-chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff under George W. Bush. He was the head guy in military uniform next to Rumsfeld. Right? He's speaking about right after 9/11 when one of his generals was briefing him about when we invaded Iraq in 2003, roughly 2 years after 9/11. And this is what he had to say. Let's go.
He said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, and he said, I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo."
Meaning Rumsfeld's office. Meaning he got it from Rumsfeld office. He's the Secretary of Defense. He's the chief guy over there at the Pentagon. Next to him being the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Wesley Clark. And this is what he says. Let's go.
That describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years.
More like 20. 1, 4, 3, 21, 23, 24 years.
Starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran.
Did y'all hear that? Monique Robinson, what's up, baby? Did y'all hear the countries that he named? I'm gonna rewind that, play that back. All right.
Syria, Lebanon, Libya, starting with Iraq and
Iraq. They started off with Iraq. Iraq's out of there. Saddam off his sons. Completely destroyed the infrastructure of Iraq. Destroyed all the artifacts, all the ancient monoliths, ancient sites, ancient this, ancient that. Destroyed. Now look at Iraq today. You don't even hear about it in the news. God damn. Let's go. Let's listen to the other country name.
And then Syria, Lebanon.
Syria. Resting the essence to our brother Muammar. Well, not Muammar, but shout out to our brother Assad. Right? 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 The current president of Syria is Ahmed al-Sharaa. Right? This guy. Right? But my homeboy Bashir. Right? They got my man Bashir up out of there, man. Right? They got our homie Bashir up out of there. Whatever, man. What's happening, cuz? Right? They got Bashir up out of there. They got this new dude in who's allegedly from one of the rebels who's being funded by, let's just say, other interests to go against our homeboy Bashir al-Assad, who has Syria over there competing with the likes of other first world countries. But nope. Y'all homeboy Barack Obama made y'all think that something was wrong with Syria, something was wrong with Bashir. Right? But I digress when it comes to Bashir. Or should I say Bashar? Right? You need. So they went to Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, What's the other countries he named? Libya, Somalia, Sudan. What's going on in Sudan right now and been going on? Where they just drop bombs at? Iran. I'm not convinced. Now, this is back in 2003, man, 2004, man. This interview. It's 2025, man. Wow, man. And y'all surprised that the American government is dropping bombs on Iran when Wesley Clark told us back in 2003 that this was already in motion and been in motion since 2000 via the Project for a New American Century. Right? Which all of these guys were a part. Everybody who was involved with 9/11 was a part of the New American Project for a New American Century. The Kagan brothers. Right? John Bolton, Mr. Pastry's looking ass. Donnie Rumsfeld, Dick Cheney, George W. Bush, John Kerry. Right? Elliot Abrams, John Negroponte, the same guys who were involved with Iran-Contra were involved with the Project for a New American Century. And now today, the Project of a New American Century still being the think tank organization that it is, with the sole purpose of wiping Iran off of the map for various reasons. Now, my question to y'all is, why does the so-called civilized world not want Iran to have nuclear capabilities? Because y'all do know that nuclear technology isn't resorted to just weapons and ballistics. I hope a lot of y'all understand that. And let me tell y'all something, man. Although it's very possible that Iranian missiles could breach our borders and blow some stuff up, but anything's possible, man. Right? Smash that like button, go subscribe to the page, man. Crazy. Bombed the shit out of Iran. Listen, man, all over Iran. So it wasn't like one isolated spot, man, or even city, man. They went in. Pause. And they bombed capital city, Tehran. Damn. So, with that being said, I'm not surprised. Wesley Clark told us back in fucking 2003, 2004 what was coming, not because he was psychic, because he actually seen the documentation, the paperwork via this think tank organization right here, the Project for a New American Century. My people suffer from the lack of knowledge. So everybody sitting up here, oh, we're going, man. That for one, Trump said that he ain't going. Anybody that says anything against the U.S. or any of our allies is catching straight fire. He ran on that. He campaigned on that. So why everybody acting all surprised and shocked right now is just crazy to me. It's insane to me. And then for y'all to not fully understand the scope of what's actually going on, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole different conversation. Family, I'm gonna always encourage y'all to do y'all's due diligence before y'all start speaking on some stuff. I'm hearing y'all giving whole think pieces on the internet about this situation, and y'all be knowing what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all think this got something to do with policy. What the fuck people's lives matter when it comes to a policy? It never has, right? So if y'all think that this is about bad policy because of Democrats or Republicans, something wrong with you, man. Most of these dudes for the Project of New American Century were Republicans, but there was a few. There was a few Democrats sprawled up in there, like with John Elliott or John Elliott Abrams, and John Negroponte. You know, John Kerry. Right? The former pretty boy said they coming. Listen here, y'all. If any missiles, ordnance launched from Iran touch our borders, it's because the military allowed it. Please believe it, man. Yeah, because some of them damn Mexicans be looking like Arabs. How many of y'all heard of the Project for a New American Century before I talked about it? Put a number 11 in the chat if you are familiar with this organization called the Project for a New American Century. Back in 2002, 2003, a couple years after 9/11, they had a contingency plan under the guise of snuffing out global international terrorism. They created this organization so they could come up with their little plots and schemes under the guise of being a think tank consulting agency that used its influence in military, government, finance, and such of the like to, create and set policies that countries could adopt in order to have more, not even leeway, but to have, a more widely accessible sources of information in order to, prosper as a nation, specifically with your infrastructure. This is all under the disguise of that. The Project for a New American Century's original purpose is to get specifically military-minded people together to come up plans for regime change in countries that absolutely refuse to get on board with this UN Agenda 2030 for global sustainability that we got going on via the UN. Mind you, the Project for a New American Century was sanctioned by the UN. right along with the U.S. government. So, right, and in 2003, when our brother Wesley Clark, at that point in time, was the Joint Chief of Staff, head of the Joint Chief of Staff, a general came up to him and said, "Hey, man, we going to bomb Iraq." I said, "What? Why? What for?" Iraq did not have weapons of mass destruction. It was in a state of financial calamity, like most democratic governments around the world that model themselves after America. Man, it's crazy, man. Right? So when we're talking about what happened in Iran with the U.S. government bombing 4 or 5 different sites in Iran, this is all, there will be war. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right? Ain't nothing to worry about. World War III coming, ain't nothing none of us can do about it. Should have been building a bomb shelter on your property if you got it. And I'm so serious. World War III has been a thing. It's not nothing new. Right? You know? So it's not that Trump dropped bombs on Iran. No, the policies that Trump are here to make public to us bomb Iraq or Iran. Right? Man, this stuff is wild, Jack. When you put all this stuff together, man, you realize how deep this stuff go, man. You know? Let's go back to my brother, General Wesley Clark. On being briefed about the U.S. government invading Iraq, right, after the so-called 9/11 situation, right? Smash that like button, click on those subscribe page. Let's go. Let's go. Right?
I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, don't show it to me." To see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper. He said, I just got this down from upstairs, meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today. And he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years."
Took them more like 23. Took them more like 22. They got the job done.
Starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran.
Right?
I said, "Is it classified?" He said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, don't show it to me."
Well, don't show it to me. Shout out to General Wesley Clark. Now, here we is all these years later, right? All these years later, we got Wesley Clark once again.
Struggling with complicated content and editing software? I was too. Riverside really simplified things.
Retired Army 4-star general and former NATO Supreme Allied Commander General Wesley Clark. General Clark, thank you so much for your service to the country, and we appreciate you being here. I want to start off with a foundational question with you, sir. No regime has directly or indirectly killed more Jews, more Americans, perhaps even more Muslims, like Iran. Some would argue that they've been able to export terror with impunity for nearly 4 decades. Why has it taken this long?
Why? Good question. Let's go.
To finally reach a point where there's potentially some broad attempt to kind of end that reign of terror?
That's the right question to be asking. And, the wrong question to be asking is how to negotiate so they can have uranium enrichment. So I think it's time, and I hope the president will simply say, in the 21st century, one nation is not allowed, not going to be permitted, not acceptable to premise its whole existence on the destruction of another nation. And that's what Iran has done, and they've gotten away with it in the West.
So America has it? Man, listen. These old chicken hearts. I can't say that about Wesley Clark because he's seen combat. He was in Vietnam and all of that. He's an older guy. Right? So I can't take nothing away from his gangster. But the fact that he's sitting up there saying what he's saying is bullshit. Right? Can you dig it? What y'all know about the Project for a New American Century? Huh? Look this organization up. Every single dude in this picture, if they're not dead, they are in a very prominent position in government, finance, somewhere making some nice money. Consulting or some shit like that. Shout out to General Clark, man. Right? You dig? Let's go.
Has one way or another sort of dodged the principal issue.
Yeah.
Including Barack Obama with this joint comprehensive program of action. He didn't want them to get them a nuclear weapon, but he didn't stop them from the reign of terror and the arc of resistance and Hezbollah and all of this.
Yeah. General, I've been asking this question throughout the course of the week, is that the president, and I give the president credit for saying, let's continue to talk, let's continue to have discussions. I think discussion is always a good thing, but we're talking about his red line is there can't be a nuclear weapon, there can't be enriched uranium, but doesn't the long arm of Iran and their support for these proxy groups.
Right. There will be wars and rumors of wars. Right. Right. There will be wars and rumors of wars, y'all, man. But don't be afraid of this shit, man. It's just the beginning. Right? Ain't nothing to be afraid of. We ain't got no control over this shit. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Now think about when I talk to you about violent radicalization, homegrown terrorism. Every country on earth has similar legislation. Ye shall hear of wars. Understand what shall means. You shall hear the reward. That don't mean you will. That don't necessarily mean you won't. But you may. Right? Right? I don't care what you, man, it don't change nothing. And that's what this is all about, man. When I first heard about this, I said, this is rumors of wars, man. This is exactly what Matthew 24:6 was talking about. Right? Now, the thing is, what's going to happen as a result of this? Right? What is Iran going to do? If you think they ain't going to do nothing, something wrong with you. The Iranians are warriors. You hear me? Centuries old. The Iranians invented assassinatism. Right? Man. There will be wars. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Don't even let that bother you. Don't be worried about stuff that you ain't got no control over, man. But for all things must come to a pass. All things that's going to come to pass must come to pass. But the end is not here yet. That's powerful, man. Right? So all of that's, man, look, there ain't nothing we could do about it. I'm not saying it's something that nobody should be concerned about or, looking at, paying attention to right now. But I mean, Iran ain't did nothing to nobody. Iran ain't never did nothing to us over here in America. What has Iran done to you as an American citizen, specifically as a foundational Black American? What has Iran done to you? Right? Now let's see what Iran had to say about this. Right? 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 I'm gonna pull this up for y'all real quick. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineering as well. You did. Tap in and walk with it. This is the Ayatollah responding, man. You did.
Not another. You didn't post another. You are not posting another game.
Washington, we know Los Angeles, and even we've heard from Tim Walz, Minnesota governor, saying that all of these cities are now on high alert. And in fact, the NYPD has said that they're deploying additional resources to all diplomatic locations as well as religious and cultural locations to ensure that there are no unnecessary security lapses, and they're continuing to be on high alert just as hours have gone by now since US President Donald Trump confirmed that US has struck these Iranian targets, these nuclear targets. Now, Iran has said that every US citizen is a target, and in fact, Iranian's Supreme Leader Khamenei's aide has in fact called that Iran must strike mentioned about 40,000 US personnel in the Middle East. So they have said that not just these military targets, but now American people, the American civilians, they are also targets for Iranian attacks. So a sort of massive escalation, and now all major cities across the US, Washington, New York, Los Angeles are on high alert, and police across these cities have deployed additional resources to ensure that there are no security incidents and all citizens are safe.
Okay. Disha, thanks very much for that.
Crazy. They ain't going, man.
Thank you, President. I thank you for convening this emergency open meeting. I also thank Secretary General Guterres for his statement and ASD Yanchan and Director General Grossi for their briefings. Yesterday, the United States conducted strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities in Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. China strongly condemns the U.S. attacks on Iran and the bombing of the nuclear facilities under the safeguards of the IAEA. The actions of the United States seriously violate the purposes and principles of the UN Charter and international law, as well as Iran's sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity. It has exacerbated tensions in the Middle East. And
so basically, what the dude is saying, he said, "We ain't fucking with y'all, man." Iran is their ally. Right? Right? Wow, man. Crazy all this stuff is going on, man. I just dropped the link in the chat. Anybody want to come up and spit their game, add something to the conversation, ask me a question. Listen, man. Y'all got to take this stuff back to the roots. Everybody all on Facebook, all on X, talking like y'all surprised about this or something. Thinking that Trump was going to be somehow different. He ain't like us. He don't come where we come from. How could he ever sympathize or empathize with us? You did.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not,
the bully of the Middle East, huh? Whoa. The bully of the Middle East. Stop it.
Future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They've been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs.
He said, I hope that's so. This guy, man, it's definitely going down for sure. Don't make no mistake about it. Will there be an attack on U.S. soil? I'll say there's already have been, but you know. That's just me, right? This is wild to me, man, on so many levels, man. Right? You know, hey, man, it is what it is, man. You feel me? There will be, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. No, and no. Right? I ain't heard about that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. No. 20 killed in suicide bombing outside in Damascus. So now you heard correctly. And it wasn't a base, it was a mosque. A church, my bad, a church. Uh, 20 people died. No. Damascus. Yep, Syria church is a church bombing. Kills at least 20 in Damascus. Man, you shall hear wars and rumors of war. All right, let me bring it up for y'all. All right. Wow. Man, this is crazy, man. This is just wow, man. Wow. If it ain't one thing, it's the MNF another. So, right, in Damascus, Syria, speaking of Syria, which is one of the countries on the list of regime change from back in 2003 from the Project for a New American Century. Syria church get bombed today in Damascus. 20 people killed. Just sad, man. Just sad. Right? Man, gotta understand what's actually going on, man. Gotta really understand it, man. Let's finish listening to this, man.
Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general.
Not John Raisin Kane.
Military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight. Not even close. There's never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say, God, and we love our military, protect them. God bless the Middle East, God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pretty brutal, man. If I do say so myself, that's pretty brutal right there, like, you know what I'm saying? Right? I keep telling y'all about HR 1955, man. Keep telling y'all about it, and I'm going to keep telling y'all about it, and I'm going to keep telling y'all about it, right? They know there's a lot of Iranian Americans in America. They know that stuff like this has the ability, potentiality to cause massive civil unrest. You think they don't know this stuff, man? All these people living in our country, from Jordan, Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, every country on that list, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Libya. Right? Right? It's going down, man. It's going down, man. So when everybody's sitting around here talking about this, as if they're just in this state of disbelief and shock, like, oh, Trump, I can't believe him. He said he was going to do it. Not only did he say he was going to do it, this was put in writing decades before we could even imagine that Donald Trump would ever be president. And this is why it goes to show y'all, it don't matter who the president is. What matters is what people who are members of think tank organizations like the Project for a New American Century, right? Hold on, let me go back to it real quick. Right? Let me pull this up for y'all, man. So many people. Look at all the people who was a member of the Project for a New American Century. A lot of these people aren't even here anymore. They're dead. Joe Biden, John Kerry, John Negroponte, Look at all these people. Cory Booker, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, David Rockefeller, George W. Bush, Donald Rumsfeld, George H.W. Bush. Look at all these people. John Bolton, William Kagan, Frederick Kagan, John Negroponte, Elliot Abrams. Huh? This is where that paper came from. These are the people who orchestrated 9/11. It's one. It's one. She right here. I'm about to point her out. I can't remember what her name is. This lady right here. This lady right here. I said that's not Cory Booker. He look like him though. All right. If I'm not mistaken, that's Colin Powell. All right. So we got Colin Powell and whoever this chick right here is next to him. I can't remember what her name is. Y'all. Wesley Clark said that he was given this information back in 2003 that the U.S. military and the intelligence and military, the industrial complex, through the think tank organization of the Project for a New American Century, they had a plan to regime change 7 countries in 5 years, more like 22 years, realistically. Libya, Syria, Sudan, Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran. Right? All have taken place. Barack Obama and listen here, y'all. The Project for a New American Century been around since 2000. And y'all surprised. And that's all the Foreign Pretty Boy. That's it. It's just their turn. That's it. They want to get rid of Islam. They say it's a radical religion. Yeah. Lots of these people are members of the Trilateral Commission. Lots of these people are members of the Bilderberg Group. Project for a New American Century. So forth and so on. So don't ever think when you vote for any of these people, most of them don't even get elected, they get selected. Don't think that they got your best interest in mind. Because whether Trump got in there or whether Harris got in there, this was going to happen. See, everybody just was so enamored with the illegal immigration situation. Y'all didn't take time to think like, oh, shit. Or should I say, not that y'all even took time, because most of y'all didn't know. Most of y'all are totally unaware of the Project for a New American Century and what their agenda is, let alone the people who run it. And that's it. That's it, man. The presidency is all about giving you people the illusion of choice, like you actually have a say-so in the matter. The presidents are selected 15, 20 years in advance. Now, you think that they didn't design the New American Century, the project for a New American Century, you think they didn't design it in such a way to where it's plan when coming to fruition, a guy like Donald Trump will be in office? Exactly. That's exactly what they do to form Pretty Boy. And they come up with these what they call contingency plans in the event of certain things taking place that they are going to make sure happen. A lot of y'all so consumed with what happened on this September 11th, y'all are completely and totally unaware of what was transpiring on September 10th. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Hey, listen here, y'all. This is why a brother like me is here. I'm here to talk about this stuff and break this stuff down. So when y'all hear wars and rumors of war, don't be surprised. Be ye not upset. What scriptures say? Be ye not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end ain't nowhere near. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I want y'all to pay attention to that beautiful song by R.E.M. It's the end of the world as we know it. Now, y'all better understand how powerful that is. As we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Ain't changed one bit, Monique. All around the world, same song. Right? My man Glitch, what's happening? My man Glitch the Guarantee tapping in. Right? I'm going to drop the link one more time, y'all, right? Just in case people didn't see it the first time. Listen, if you got something you want to say, questions you want to ask me, something you want to add to the conversation, you may be privy to some information that we ain't yet over here concerning this bombing of Iran nuclear sites by the U.S. government. Iran said that every U.S. citizen is a target. I believe him. Was it Ayatollah? What's his name? And the president. I ain't playing no games, y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, man. Support the show, support the show, support the show. Super chat, got super gifts, super chat, super thanks, super likes. We monetized over here. Sit up there, contribute to the show. We ain't nobody breaking this stuff down like this, y'all, man. Very few brothers is on the internet, YouTube specifically, able to, even with the ability, let alone the knowledge to break stuff down like this. And this is why I've been telling y'all voting is pointless. It is absolutely pointless. Senseless. Makes no sense. Right? And I sit up here and I speak on these topics and these subjects because I know how important they are. You know, and it's up to you, man, as an individual, for you to decide what you're going to go along with, what you're going to accept as truth, man. Now, for anybody to sit up here, especially after watching this show, and be still surprised somehow, shocked by what Trump is doing, I'm not. It's all in the making. Everything shall come to pass. But fear not, for the end is not yet here. Right? Man, that's a powerful scripture, man. This is a powerful scripture as in reference to what's going on right now. My fault. Good. Let me put it up for y'all, man. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. No, it's not. It's not the end of the world in totality. It's the end of the world as we know it, but not in totality. Right? And that's a fact, the form pretty boy. You expect me to believe that if people stop picking food, the country going to have a problem when we have more prisoners than agriculture workers in this country? Yeah, exactly. The things that we are being made to believe are major issues concerning these illegal immigrants are wrong. They're lies. Now, with that being said, most of y'all just, man, it's not that you can't comprehend, you just choose not to, which is worse. You did, which is worse. So if ain't nobody want to hit the link, man, I done said what I needed to say, man. Ain't no need to drag this out. Y'all done seen the videos. Ain't nobody gonna break it down like your brother and your brother, though, man. This is not out of the blue. This is not a surprise. Don't be shocked. It's just funny as hell to me that y'all is so shocked. Like, oh, I can't believe he did that. Why would he do that? Because he said he was going to do it. Not only that, it's been in writing. It has already been written. Trump is here to fulfill prophecy. Right? Right? Y'all sitting here getting all worked up over this shit, man. Listen here. Let me reassure y'all of a few things, man. Our government has the most advanced army on earth. I don't care what videos you see in China or wherever else. The most deadliest fighting force on this planet is the U.S. military. And make no mistake about that. They have technology that far surpasses most other regimes outside of Russia, United Kingdom, and Israel. Right? Contrary to popular opinion, most guys in the joint aren't Most guys in the joint are stand-up, pretty decent dudes. Caught up in some bullshit. Man, oh man, oh man. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all things, all of these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Exactly. Because like I just showed y'all, a lot like most of y'all have never even known about, Iran, along with other countries in Africa and the Middle East, have been targeted for regime change. Right? I wish you could go through my journals, all my rhymes I write too for educational purposes only. Girl, Monique, get your ass out. Now Trump uses that all to push the agenda. Yeah, exactly. Trump is doing everything he said he was going to do. Right? Y'all have to understand the play. You got to peep the demo. Right? Girl. You did. Right? Tap in, walk with your brother, man. You feel me? I have to put y'all up on game because, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this whole thing in Iran about them being bombed like that, it's not nothing that happened out of the blue. This has already been set up. And I wanted to show y'all that I'm not just saying this, it's in writing. I wanted to prove it to y'all through due diligence and putting y'all up on game like I have in past times about the Project for a New American Century. And on the list, they had 7 countries that they wanted to use and target for regime change. Every last country on that list has been decimated. Iran being one of them. Right. Right. And Biden did too, letting the border open. Yeah, man. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all from jump. The same people that fund Biden, fund Trump. Right? Anything's possible, man. Nothing amazes me from these people. Nothing. I'm not surprised at anything that happens on this level because I know the play. Right? We about to get up out of here, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share your social engineering. All praises be to the Most High God. Yeshua HaMashiach, man. Listen, man. You shall hear of rumors of war. Right? You shall hear of rumors of war. Facts. All right? Now, y'all know tomorrow we're going to get straight to it. And ain't nothing to it but to do it. And we absolutely going to do it like we used to it. All right? We definitely going to get straight to it. Tomorrow. I love ya tomorrow. Right? Exactly. Right? Tomorrow, y'all know we're going to get to it. Right? In Indiana, Oklahoma City. OKC is the NBA champions for 2025 season. Shout out to OKC. We will go in depth in this tomorrow night. Right? Tap in, walk with us. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Right? Exactly, the former pretty boy, man. Do your due diligence. They're everywhere. Although they're only 6% of the global population, they represent 30% in influential areas like finance, education, entertainment, sports, and politics. You go figure that. Yeah, they think we all stupid. They call us goyim. Right? I'm about to get up out of here, y'all, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineer. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you right here with your brother and your brother soaking up this good gizang. Ain't nobody gonna break it down to y'all like this, man. Ain't nobody gonna connect the dots like that, man. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna break that damn thing down like that and connect the dots so you can have a clear understanding as to why the U.S. bombed Iran. It had nothing to do with Trump. If Biden was in there, if Harris was in there, they would have had to do the same shit. You know, flat out. It don't matter who would have got in that White House. This was going to happen.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
You've got grit in it.
That's not.
All right. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We will see y'all tomorrow, E&E Sports Tuesdays. You already know what it is, man. Thanks everybody for coming out. You did. God bless y'all, man. We out.
Necessary.
You've got grit in it. It's going to hurt.
Task force, black force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add cream. North give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. Your girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I fired to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught up on film, flow, tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I see the heat like chimney blocks, and I charge for a hook, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the back team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep
things.
my grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Yeah. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I'm with familiar, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, shit be going in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas get too used to hope. Formulated the plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look, only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They want to give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop any wicked, you this was just prop. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.